The problem here is still it continues. Government, especially Erdogan, doesn't allow people to show their reaction or their, feelings, their thoughts. He's trying to pressure, and when you pressure, you think that they will not think, they will love you. They will, It's not like this. People wants to show their affection, their thinking, their feelings.
Right.
So this part, there was how do you say? It's like a concert arena. They put up some place. There were some concert playing. People were giving speeches. The dolphins. So there were lots of, people, young people. The first day, as I said, there were like many people, young, village, old, very young. But after the first day, when we got into the park, then only the young people left. They come here with their tents. They put a lot of slogans, so funny, so clever.
Like what? Do you remember any of the slogans?
I will send you. I have their picture.
Oh, good.
It is like, Gail, you understand. The young people, they're so clever. As I said, they're very educated. Who was in Gezi. They're so clever. They make a lot of jokes, so clever jokes. They started this during Gezi. You would laugh because they were so clever.
And so the assemblies were all over the park.
All over the park.
There wasn't a central place.
No, there was no central place. All the park was occupied. There were lots of tents. Young people packed stands. They're in the stands. Everybody who was introducing their group, So as I said, there is not only one group like feminists, but there is a lot of people. And this area is called Cihangir. In Cihangir, maybe you can find a lot of members of LGBT.
In this area right here?
It's on the back this part. Okay. And so there were lots of people from this group, I would say, and people who is modern. They don't, they don't criticize people like Erdogan. And so everybody was here.
So exciting. What's interesting to me is that it was similar around the world. Occupation of a public space, tents, humor, no central leadership, police violence.
There was no leadership, there was nobody, it was a collective movement, unbelievable. How it flourished, how it happened, how it continued, but they couldn't listen to a leader. Everybody was doing it from inside out,
Right.
It wasn't organized, there was no role for, as I say, in the internet, everybody was saying like, today don't bring bread, bring this, we need 8 material, we need this and that, we have enough of this. So everybody was, doing accordingly. So this is the end of the park.
Of Taksim?
And we come to the to Taksim Square. And the Taksim Square, you will see the flag. And you will see the building behind it. This building is also a symbol. Erdogan wants to demolish this building because it's Atatürk Cultural Center, and it was a place where they played operas, classical music.
Why does he wants to get rid of it just because it's old?
No, because I think it's a symbol. It's for the symbol of the modern age. It carries the Atatürk name. And he wants to demolish it and maybe open a new and put Recep Tayyip Erdogan name. I don't know, his ego and everything.
So right now it's abandoned.
And it's, for how many years? They cannot, there is, you understand, there is a power struggle between these ideas. He wants to do it, but he cannot do it exactly. And He wanted to do without caring about your thought. This is what this appraisal was about. You have to listen to the people. That's enough. Don't push. Okay. Ask what Gail wants.
Right.
Does she want to eat meat? No, she doesn't eat meat. So why you're pushing her the meat? You know, if it's something like this. And this is there were a lot of people. Be careful. There were a lot of people, Gail, here gathered. They were singing. They were, shouting. They were, giving slogans and everything. But after a while, the police started to,
Clear the square.
get doing something. So I will say it again. If you remember the standalone guy here,
The standing man.
it was just here in the middle of the square facing the flag, the Atatürk Cultural Center. He just dropped his bag and started to stand for hours and hours and hours. And other people, after a while, the police came, they walked around him, they touched him, they looked at his pockets. He was there, he was not doing anything, he was just standing, they couldn't do anything. Then they understood what happened. It was a kind of protest, very silent, very peaceful. Symbolic. And then the other people started to gather around. And so then after 2 months, I think the police cleared everyone. They closed it. Now in the anniversary, when there is the Gezi anniversary, they put the fences. The 1st of May, the 1st of May, the date?
May Day.
The first May is the day for the workers, and it's celebrated. This square is also a symbol for this first of May Day. In 1970s, there were some incidents again between the police and the workers, and there were many people died here. So it's like symbolic for the workers. And Erdogan, in his first years in office, he allowed and he make holiday the 1st of May, but in 2 or 3 years he's not allowing anyone to make any celebration here. 3-4 years ago he left it, the people make the celebration, and it was very peaceful, very nice. And after 1 year he changed his mind, he closed, and I don't know what's this power struggle about, but I told you the real reason.
That light.
Like he needs to be in power, otherwise he's gone.
Right.
He's finished.
Lawsuits and jail. And
He's finished.
right.
Let's walk down.
What does mean Gezi? What's Entry in Spain it means tourist. Like tourist that way.
Which means entrance.
So this street I have the camera on again. This street was packed too.
And what's in this square, there is many roads connecting to Taksim. So this is one of the streets. It's coming down from Beşiktaş, from one of the main parts. And the people were putting barricades. They were blocking the roads to stop the police coming with the water cannons, to come with their, not easily walking.
So they took over some buses and police cars.
And
What's an example
but
of
the first, I remember, because after the first day, I think the bell on and off went for 1 week, because I was watching the TV. There was just one channel showing a live situation how and they say it belongs to the opposition party, that's why it was showing. I could see that people and police were flowing from the road that I walked. So I remember after, we got even the cars, there were some, still some problems going on between, but at the end, stopped.
what is an example of the humor or fun that the young people organize.
They were making a lot of points. I cannot remember. I should, send some of them to you.
The slogans.
It was so funny. It was so funny. You could laugh. Even, it was not a very funny thing what was happening, but you would laugh.
I think that's a characteristic of these recent youth-led.
Yeah, because these people are kids. They don't want to have. Why they are starting? It's not because to do something, to change something, but to just make their voice heard.
You don't think they want to change?
They want to change the government, the
Yeah.
behavior of the government.
Right.
This is the change, but they don't want to, instead of food.
No.
You understand?
Yeah.
He was trying to show it. It's like, like the international organization, they organize these international countries, they organize
Hooligans, he said.
Yeah.
How do you say chapuchu?
That's like three people, I don't know what it is. It's like, nothing.
Delinquent? What is like delinquent?
I think it is. And it is like, the people were really well educated.
Right.
Well, have good work, jobs, because
What's this place?
this is army hospital.
Oh. And what sea are we looking at?
This is the Bosphorus. You see the bridge. Crossing this area territory you see is the Asian part. Here on the European side, right?
Right.
The other side is the Asian side. And this what you see is Bosphorus.